We are here
Hi.
for our weekly review TM.
Yes, to review our system TM. Brittany and I enjoy saying TM and using the emoji way too much.
It's true. Yeah. I think Stephanie said she's got another thing today. We both think so, but like didn't write it down anywhere. So if she joins us, it's a nice surprise.
Yep. We love her. We miss her. We're glad she's doing a thing. We're not.
But in the chat, Celeste has joined us and is preparing for the next week and is starting by doing a full brain dump and establishing a new system. Welcome, Celeste.
Yes. I'm very excited.
Yeah.
New system is always exciting and because can be intimidating. So we're here for you.
Yes, I'm giggling at your snack time. So you just have a knife and you're poking.
It's actually tea, but yes, thank you.
So Colleen, would you like to set your intention for this weekly review?
I will first talk about what is a weekly review.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. So a weekly review is a time to not actually do things per se, not get the things on your list done. It's a time to look at your list and go, what is it that makes sense? What doesn't make sense? Have I checked anything off that actually hasn't been checked off? Making sure that you can utilize your system day to day in a smooth, hopefully seamless manner, and make it feel like it's a lived-in situation as opposed to a monument, as it were.
A monument to productivity?
Yes.
Yeah.
That is what I think of weekly reviews. Do you want to add anything to that?
I think that's beautiful. And Celeste apparently knows my kryptonite and just made a comment about 30/30.
Oh, no.
Said there's a desktop version based on the app that is gone called Llama Life. And thank you. I will be checking that out. Let's go ahead and add that to my inbox.
Celeste, you have no idea what you have given Brittany this day. You will never know the gift that you have given.
I actually had a few glorious weeks of being able to run 30/30 on my M1 Mac. And then when it stopped working on my phone, that's when it stopped working on the Mac too. As soon as I updated it. It just stopped on my phone first because my phone's on beta and I'm not brave enough to put a Mac on a beta. So now tell us, I just got completely thrown. My brain is just like all excited. Could you share your intention for today?
Inbox to zero is crucial. I have not been as diligent about that day to day as I would prefer, just emergency scanning. And I'm going to plan out a couple of projects, a project and a sub-project related to business endeavors, because I've been working on that for like 3-4 weeks without much documentation at all.
I am also nervous about the lack of documentation I have done for business projects.
Yep. So that is it. Inbox to zero, plan 1.5 projects. Shouldn't be that hard, especially given my speed of processing my inbox and how many things I have in my inbox. Should be fine. And now that I said that, I have cursed myself. Brittany, what are your intentions?
Okay, first, I'm going to ADHD brag.
Okay.
I'm going to ADHD brag that I have been successfully cleaning things out all day. First, with my coach, I was cleaning out old tags in my OmniFocus. And then I was physically cleaning a space while I was talking to a dear friend, which is how I clean best, is with my brain half occupied on something else. So I don't avoid it. And then it's like a fidget. And then I went on a walk in the sunshine and I cleaned out my OmniFocus inbox, which has gotten a little
Oh!
crufty, I think, since holiday time. Because like all
Yeah.
the new stuff that might be urgent, like comes in at the top. So you actually can like kind of ignore the bottom stuff without really things blowing up, but it's not great for focus. Anyway, I cleaned out my whole OmniFocus inbox. And then I was like working on an email clean out, like all the things I wanted cleaned
Whoa.
out before we started this. So some of these I can skip, except for stuff that actually came into my world that is urgent, right as I
Yep.
was setting up for this.
Yep.
So I am going to first take care of that because it is I didn't have access to it until we started this, and
Yep.
it has to happen by end of business day today. So,
Yep.
and I'm on West Coast, so that's in
3 o'clock.
an
there,
hour
yeah.
and 40 minutes. Right. So,
Yep.
and in COVID time, sometimes they close sooner. So,
Right.
yeah. So I'm going to take care of that. I've highlighted some stuff on the document that's like special, like wrapping up from the other cleaning stuff I did. And
Mhm.
then I'm going to make a tough choice, which is either plan out some of my projects that need updating, like the business project, but also personal project needs some like touching base, seeing if anything else needs to be added into my system TM.
Mhm.
And then if I have time afterwards, purging more OmniFocus projects.
Got it.
So
Wow. That seems big.
yeah, it won't all happen, but I know
No.
the order and I've updated
Yes.
our document accordingly.
Yay! Fantastic.
All
All
right.
right. We have our intentions, including our lovely guest, and I'm excited. Let's do this thing.
Me too. I am also excited. Popping up the timer with our setup time on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the document.
Hey.
Are you seeing the right one? Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It pops up to my most recently used one, which is our delightful conversation with Celeste.
Ah.
So I was like, are you seeing the wrong one? Because that'd be weird. Okay. Awesome.
All right. Let's go
To
to
infinity and beyond.
And beyond.
This pin thread, by the way, is for messages on iPhone because I was terrified I would lose track of the thing that just came up. So I will take care of that first. Don't want to forget. And now for the, oh, I guess that was set up the whole time and I got started pretty fast. Go me. Now for the part I don't want to do, which is calling them, and I will have to go to mute for that. Apparently it doesn't work that way, and I called for nothing. They will email me back. I also cleared all the notifications earlier. Okay. Sort of is the projects I need to plan. Oh gosh, I don't want to do this email. It's because somebody else didn't do their job for a project. I don't want to answer. Mhm. I've gone down the weeds so hard. It's looking at my calendar, which is, necessary, but oh, too many thoughts are occurring. That means it's time to capture thoughts and mind sweep style. This type of email requires so much brain to phrase correctly. And I only had to write it because somebody else didn't respond or didn't initiate a thing they said they were going to do. Ugh. Yeah, I have this theme song stuck in my head. Okay. Bank hours suck. Oh. I totally scheduled a task that needed scheduling. Go me. Also, thank you, person who rescheduled tomorrow so that I can. Well, I'm about to wrap and go to break time. Celeste asked, question for break time. Where do you store long-term projects, someday maybe, or things that don't belong in your task manager where they're still accessible? It's a really good question to ask Colleen also when she gets back on. And I will try to remember, but hashtag ADHD. So my accidental place, I have an accidental and an on purpose place. I'm gonna pause this for a second because it's a good question. Accidental place is they ended up in OmniFocus and then I can make them inactive for a while. But after a while, I end up with gross, old, inactive things that I need to clean out, like right now. But I'm not seeing it as a task that I need to do. So in most of my perspectives, for me, it's invisible because of the way I do that. But my on purpose place is I, at any given moment, have a mind map. And this, my maps don't work for everybody, but like I have a mind map document called current life projects. And so I keep them there because then I can fold them when I don't want to look at them, or I can expand them when I want to like take a look. And that is where I like to keep them so that everything ideally in OmniFocus are only things that I am committed to doing right now. And then the mind map is like my intermediary place where like, okay, these are things I would like to do. And this is what they look like when I plan them out in like this nice visual way. But then when it's like, nope, this task has to happen like in this order, then I will put them in, or, at this time and place, then that's when they go to OmniFocus. Like, I'll keep sometimes creative projects will mostly be there, like even active ones. But like it'll have a specific one, like I've got a project, but I don't sew. So I need to ask my mom for help to make a thing to sew it because she's amazing. And so it'll be like, oh, ask mom for help with this. And that action will specifically go into OmniFocus. I use MindNode. I'm grandfathered into their old one, although it is like everybody feels different about subscriptions. It has moved to subscription. And I'm just like lucky. But there's also iThoughts, which I think is also subscription. There's some other good ones. And I know some folks use like Asana because it has a built-in thing. I think it has built in that. I know it has built-in Kanban. Anyway, but yeah, mine is MindNode. I like it, and it's sort of straightforward and not too cluttered feeling. I mean, I can make it cluttered. I'm that good, but yeah, overall, I don't use it. I don't think Colleen does much mind mapping for what it's worth. Although I have also enjoyed whiteboards for that purpose, or sometimes my first version ends up like scribbled on my iPad like this, especially if it came out of a meeting of some kind, either a meeting with Colleen about our shared projects or some other type of meeting, then it'll be here first. Hopefully that answered your questions. Yeah. That was a good question. I liked it. Okay, so I'm gonna wrap up. Do my actual wrap up to go for a break. Right, correct program. I'm getting that thing where when you don't sleep enough, everything's slow. I may come back to emptying my head, but at the moment it was like all the things in my head were this project you need to finish planning, this project you need to finish planning. Which answers that question real fast of what do I do after this? Because I'd had a couple possibilities. The calendar overview, I actually think is going to come organically. So what I'm going to do is that one. But instead, that one. And then okay, so that is going to be my next thing to do. So I've got my next thing to do when I get back. There we are. Okay. I will get up and do my stretching, and I will be right back.
I did it.
I got back in time. Ugh, I'm a weirdo, I know. Okay. Ooh, Colleen's getting her inbox to 0. I just want to verbally say I don't want to do this project. As a matter of fact, Celeste, right now, I have to look at my mind map of my current life projects. Ooh, Celeste's downloading my note. Is going to try it out. Fresh system means info has to go somewhere. Totally. And if you're not really ready to commit to it, having somewhere else to put it is very smart. It's captured. It's like reference. Now it's time for me to turn some reference into actions.
Hi.
Hi. I'm going to pause.
So I was doing things in addition to the inbox thing, but I was very, very excited about them. So remember me telling you that my coach said, when I said, oh, I feel like I'm juggling too many things and I feel like I'm gonna let people down. And my coach said, oh, what do you need to do about that? And I did say getting coached on it, which I did. And that was good. But then when I saw that in my inbox again just now, I thought, this is not entirely dealt with. What else do I need? And I heard that in my head again.
Ooh.
And so I did a GTD thing, which is areas of life, which I had. It was a combination of areas of life and roles, which I had, I think, both of those. But some of them were aspirational, which is fine, but I'm not in an aspirational area of my life right now.
Pretty boots on the ground.
Yeah. So I was just like, okay, what are the things that feel like they're in the air? So I put those down, and they're there, and they're written, and they're pinned in my notes app, which I see frequently. I've added a thing to check on it every GTD, every weekly review. So I've written it. I need to do that now. I think I'll do that at some point. Oh, it's a document. I also, one of the things that the reminder says, oh, hang on, is if you feel like you don't have time for all of this, what can you cut? What can you reduce? So that is a thing, because you just, if you can't fit 2 bulldogs in a bag, you got to take out cat in the bag. That metaphor went sideways in a hurry. I'm going to just walk away. Yeah. So I'm going to do kind of a quick brainstorming about stuff. And I have a very specific way to do that, because whether this is paranoid or not, I'm afraid that my medical team will be concerned about my physical well-being and put me on bed rest for the rest of the pregnancy. This is unlikely. Let me emphasize, I am very healthy.
Very unlikely. She's young and healthy and has had a successful pregnancy.
Yes.
With no complications.
With no complications and no like minimal intervention. This is so unlikely, but I'm just paranoid. So, but I'm going to be using that as a framework to go, okay, if you were put on bed rest, what would you have to cut? And so would you have to cut? So how can you like reduce that or ask for help or whatever? And I haven't done that yet. I really want to do that. So I'm going to do that. But the other thing that I did was I added, so I have in my to-do list / routine management software, I have a system now where if the task has an emoji, that means it's repeating. And if it does not, then it isn't. Now, system has a way to manage that visually, but it's smaller. And so I just really like emojis. But there was a bunch of ones that were recurring, but didn't have emojis. So I just went and add those, and because it makes me really want to interact with my system more. So I did that.
I have continued to think about this, and when I'm creating a task, it literally never occurs to me.
Yeah.
I find it unpredictable that you have, I mean, you do, and it's true, and this has been true for a long time, but like, if you're like, hey, you just know some facts about Brittany and some facts about Colleen, which one has to have this whimsical emoji in their system? I would guess me. Not that you are not a whimsical person. It's just like, you're better at the task stuff.
I am. I don't need it. I actually recently added that. I didn't have that for like the rest of the time I have been on Todoist, but I just.
You had it before Todoist also.
Yes, I did. But then I didn't carry it over. And then I think this is a symptom of me feeling like I need more whimsy in my life, and just kind of like shoehorning it in a way that is minimal effort.
Yeah.
So
I did just see that you have cromulent on the first one, and it makes me smile a lot.
I put it there for you, but it also would occur to me organically. So.
I love it. So Celestia had asked if you use a brainstorming, a mind mapping software. I
do not. I just use List because I have the convergent.
Yes.
Convergentness. I don't need. I have used.
She has made them before, like on paper.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have. When I am in need of that, it is rare. Brittany's the one who frequently needs the mind mapping, and your mind maps are so pretty. They make me happy.
Celeste, you wanted to say that like some areas of life is the hardest part to organize, and I agree. I had to go with the theme of like, I had to go with hats that I wear, like roles of my life, because that was the only way I could keep it consistent. So cromulent is a made up word from the Simpsons that has now made it into official dictionaries.
Yes.
And it's like valid is sort of what it means. And
when I looked it up, acceptable or adequate.
Okay. Yeah. So what had happened was there was this famous guy, and it said it can embiggen the smallest man. Noble heart can embiggen the smallest man or something. And Lisa said, that's not a word. And the teacher said, be quiet, Lisa. It's a perfectly cromulent word. Okay, Miss Leslie does want to know where you keep your someday maybe or long-term projects.
In Todoist. Yeah, I pretty much have everything from like remember to fill the humidifier in the morning to do this thing with my business partner in the same app, which is Todoist.
How do you keep it from like crowding your day-to-day life when it's a someday maybe?
I think probably because of the convergent thinking, I have really good, easy, quick decision making on someday maybe. I have it in a separate project in Todoist. It just goes there. And my logic for myself is if I don't have time to review someday maybe and look to see what I might be pulling out of there, I don't have time to pull anything out of there and work on it.
And also she'll remove the other tag. Like she has very, very good tagging. And so she'll just remove it. Like, cause we've gone through some of her stuff before together in her system. And it was like, she just removed all the tags except for like most of the tags. Anyway.
Yeah, but there's one. I have some D&D brainstorming ideas in someday maybe, and I've tagged that D&D, so it's distinct from the rest. That's the only exception, and everything else doesn't have tags, and therefore I can't see it when I'm interacting with my system because it's not scheduled, has no tags. It does not exist.
Yeah, that's going to be harder for the more purist ADDers of us.
Yes.
It's one of those magic things. Like whenever people ask about ADHD and autism, I think the only thing I'm really comfortable saying for sure is it looks different combined in everyone. And this is the magical unicorn way that it combines for Colleen.
Yep.
Is like when I'm agonizing over some decision for our shared business tasks, like she's like, well, why not just this one? And yeah, so that's a special skill of hers.
Yep. Yep. Your mileage will vary. This is not.
Yeah.
This is not
so if you don't feel like that's you, that like, I could totally just make this decision quickly and easily, and this excess stuff will not distract me.
Yep.
You could do Colleen's route. Otherwise, might be better to go my route.
Yes. Yeah.
Or at least your version of my route.
Yep. Yep. I don't see it. It's just there. It's the bottom. I do not see it. And that is not always a thing.
And it legit doesn't distract her.
No.
So, yeah.
Like I don't see it. I don't even see it, man. Yeah.
All right. So are you ready for your next thing?
I think I am, but I want to hear how you've been doing.
Oh, I've been doing fine. I went to do the empty my head thing after the first thing that occurred to me. Yeah. And all I had was, I don't know where I am on this project and I don't know where I am on this project, which made the next thing to do very straightforward.
Okay. That's awesome.
So the next thing to do is to get the TB project, which is not tuberculosis, the TB project uploaded.
Contract tuberculosis.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
That's a terrible idea. And also, I mean, tuberculosis isn't gone. I was surprised to learn this recently. I thought it was.
At some point, I will publicly talk about this project, but I'm going to wait until it's actually to benefit people in a similar situation.
Yes. Yep. But I feel like trying to contract tuberculosis on purpose would be hard. I don't know how you even go about doing that.
Travel to weird places. I don't know what places have high tuberculosis, though. I just know that they want you to get tested after you go to weird places.
Anyway, yes. And also in the medical system, you have to be treated. I found that out. Yeah. Okay, cool. Good. So I'm gonna go on to brainstorm pruning responsibilities.
I'm getting a call that I think I need to answer right now.
Okay.
Okay.
You go look at that. I'll do this. Mm-hmm. Well, since Brittany is off, I usually mute myself because
I just mute myself because I like to have music on, and if I hear Brittany talking, then I can't focus on my stuff. So, but since she's not here, I might as well mumble. Okay, so what would I? Well, the last thing I did this, I kind of went, okay. What is bed rest? What is? I'm going to emphasize this is entirely paranoia. Like, yeah, the likelihood I'll be like I'm carrying a single, like it's not multiples. Like I'm only 31. You know, this is insane. Like the number of people who put in bed rest in my position are not. Okay, what is it? Literally resting in bed at home. Okay, or partly, yeah, you can be put on partial bed rest. Yeah, I'm like preeclampsia and stuff. I'm not gonna preterm labor. No. The poor fetal development. Yeah, no, this child, as far as we can tell, is doing okay. Permitted activity, sitting in a chair for up to 1 hour. Holy dang, that would be really hard. Oh boy. Okay. Permitted short walk to the bathroom. Dang. Well, yeah. No longer than a half-hour walk around your house. Ooh. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Working at a desk. Yeah. Limited stair climbing. Ooh, that would be hard in this house. That's kind of big stair. Only one flight, but brief shower. Well, I hope so. Yeah, no heavy lifting. Activities last more than an hour. Yeah. Yeah. Whoa. An actual, see, this is actually really helping because now I can see bed rest. You pretty much are advised to lie on your side. So I couldn't even like sit up or recline in bed. Dang. Yeah, no, this is unlikely. Yep. I can't take care of my other kids. Yeah, that makes sense. Becoming constipated. Okay, let's not. Okay, we're done. We're good. Yep, no, you're unlikely this, but now I know. Okay. So I'm looking at my areas of life. Yeah, I would have to pretty much reduce it to like how I was when I was postpartum, which was brief, luckily for me. I had a really good postpartum recovery last time. So I would have to, yeah, feeding. I would have to, because my husband has situations with raw meat and germophobia, where so like other than like eggs and dairy and veg, I'd have to get my mom probably, or my father-in-law could cook too. My father's really cook. I get my my various orbiting grandparents to do cooking for me, which that is a thing that I have asked. I'm doing some cooking for my postpartum freezer stash on Friday, and I have got my mom and my sister and my aunt to come over and help me with that. Yeah, bathing my firstborn will be hard. We have to figure that out. I'm gonna write that. So that has been a physically demanding task. Figure out how to impact.
Sorry, that was the pharmacy again. So
fun. I looked up what bed rest actually pertains to, it, or rather is, and I feel so much better because, like, dang, the unlikelihood of that ever being applied to me is feel a lot better. But I am going through my areas of life and be like, okay, would this have to be taken over? So
even what they've asked me to do after my medical procedure coming up is like modified bed rest.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yep.
I don't know what this is about, but Celeste said it's hard in a split level.
Stairs.
I was guessing, but like, yeah.
yeah, stairs.
Also, they thank us for sharing both of our perspectives.
Oh, I'm glad. Yeah, that's one of the things we bring to this arena is definitely that.
Yeah. It's part of like, this was one of the things that we've enjoyed doing together. In fact, one of the early things that Colleen said was like, I just want us to like pretend like we're putting on like Greek togas and let's just philosophize about our systems. And so now we call it togaing when we just like talk about our systems and how we organize.
It's been a minute since we did that.
We have a lot of other stuff going on now.
Yeah, kind of. When my toddler heard my 15 minutes until the weekly review timer go off alarm, toddler goes, Britain. Not as in the UK, as in this one.
That must be who Colleen was about to talk to.
Must be, obviously.
Or
yep,
associations of various kinds.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna turn the timer back on.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go through. I was talking since you weren't, so but now I'm gonna go on mute. Yeah, I mean, I can't. It was kind of nice to have being able to verbally process to this Leslie. Especially with that instance of being like, okay, what is bed rest? Oh yeah, it made me feel a lot better. Yeah.
I guess I've got the right document open.
Hopefully. Okay. All right, I'm gonna mute again. Put my music back on.
Okay.
I may not be able to do the full 2 hours because I just heard my child entertainment system leave because I think the weather's getting bad. Oh gods, yeah, look at that. There's like a 2 or 3 centimeters of snow. When did that happen? When I looked out in that window like 2 hours ago, there was no snow. There is snow now.
Yeah, but you live in Canada, so it's just like always snowing, right?
Well, yeah. I
mean, like even in the summer.
Yeah, in July, there's like 3 feet of snow. That's right. No, it's fine. I literally live almost as far south as you can live in Canada.
Yeah.
Like there are many states that are more northern than me. I am the same latitude as Northern California. Fun fact.
Which just like makes no sense in my head.
I know.
I know that how like we have laid out countries and land masses is not like actually. That's not actually how the ridiculous how longitude and latitude work, but like that means that I'm higher than you.
Yes.
Because I'm north of California.
Yes.
It's just makes none sense to me.
I know. But then humans are also good at I put it in a box. Canada is cold. It has snow, right? That's what it is. Yeah.
No, you really do get way more snow than me.
Yes, but I think that's just climate, not northern nor southern.
Yes.
Although we were some Oregon weather here. We were having some serious rain.
Yeah, you were whining about it real good.
It was bad.
Okay, so here's the thing. I really don't want to do this project, and I would rather talk to you, but I probably should do the project.
Okay, I support you in this. I will continue to look at how silly I am that I think I'm going to go to bed rest, and you're going to do the project. Here we go.
Yeah, I am.
Okay, you can do it. I believe in you.
Okay. This page of notes has just like gone insane. Oh. Yes, please. Add page. Gosh. not want. Okay, I'm going to tell Siri a thing. If I have a location specific next action, I often just tell Siri to remind me when I arrive there. Oh, stop adding photos to my map and go back and filling it in. Yeah, I fortunately, like when I saw they could add photos, I was like, well, I'll try it someday if I really need to, because I was afraid it would turn into a rabbit hole. So I've actually never used that feature. Mine can get cluttered enough as it is, but they are really powerful for some folks. Someone's moving around, bumping into things. Wait, I already did that right. Apparently I dropped my phone and didn't even realize it.
Hey, I got a quick update.
Hi.
Oh, sorry.
I was in a reverie. Hold on. Let me,
Yep.
honestly, I was just on a whatever was in my eyes, so it doesn't matter. Go ahead.
I am 55% done my postpartum freezer food stash.
Congratulations.
I did not know this. My husband helped me do an inventory of what I made. I wrote it down. I just applied it to the numbers that I want to have. I did the math. Well, I had Google do the math for me, and it is 55.696 anyway percent of the way there.
Nice.
Yes,
That is most excellent.
it is. And the fact that I did that in like 4 or 5 weeks is really nice. So, yeah.
Wow.
That does not include the toddler food, but that, like, we're eating out of that stash anyway, and so it can't be as easily managed. But
That's pretty great.
yeah, and I mean, Grandma, like anything that the toddler needs to eat, I can text Grandma and be like, "Hey, please make 5 burgers or a bunch of egg or something," and it'll be fine if it comes, which it probably won't. So yeah, all right. I'm excited about that. I'm very happy. And see, this is one of the principles that we often talk about. It doesn't matter if you're doing good or doing bad if you don't know it, right? You can be doing amazing and not know it, and that causing you stress. So figuring out a way that you can have a system where you understand what things am I behind on in school or not, or work or whatever, so that you know when you're doing well. Otherwise, what's the point?
What is the point?
That went dark. Anyway,
I didn't mean it like that. Anyway,
I know you didn't.
no, that's great. Well, no, I mean, here's why it matters is to like keep up our motivation. Because if we never have like a point where we're like, oh, I can see my progress. I mean, of course we're gonna like not be able to keep going.
Yep, exactly. So keeping motivation up, very important. And I'm gonna find out what else I can procrastinate on with instead of planning the business project.
That's like, and I'm like, oh, that'll be way better than what I'm doing right now. Although I did finally like, oh, okay. I'm like, I started having ideas and those were going into the mind map as I was organizing it.
Yeah.
I didn't finish getting the things out of the written document. But
all right, here. Okay. I'm gonna not procrastinate. I'm gonna plan the business project. I don't wanna. We're gonna do the thing.
Well, I'm doing the one I don't want to do instead
That's
of
what I
the
mean.
business project.
I was procrastinating on the one I don't want to do. So now I'm actually going to do it. Solidarity.
Right. Except I'm going to use the one you're procrastinating as a reward if I finish this one.
Boy.
I know, right?
That is
I think it says something about how we feel about personal projects.
Yes. But I mean, that thing that I just did was there's no downside. It was just like, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty awesome. Hey, that's true. So yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Do the thing. Tell me if you have questions or need other things. I may or may not see the message.
Okay.
Oh, this one's almost done. My brain doesn't need a break, but my feet do. Oh my gosh, thank goodness I wrote that other email. They just wrote back and they're like, oh yeah, for some reason I thought you wanted to come in person. Hi, it's still a pandemic and you are 3 hours away. Oh, clarifying's good. Oh, their second best time is Thursday afternoon between 3 and 4. You know, when I do this. Oh well, we'll see what happens. Someone very kindly offered to send an email with prices on it, which is great because apparently my numbers, writing dyslexia, whatever I have, was had been swapping those numbers this entire time, and they just gave them to me over the phone. Okay. I don't actually need you to give me aspirin, you know that, right? Oh, I'm doing rap like a good little GTD person. Okay. I guess because I want to write something slightly different. I'm going to say specifically notes. That's the part I most don't want to do. All right, I'm going to stretch. I may not make it the whole time. I just need my feet to not be asleep anymore. I'll be right back. I was about to turn on the camera, and then I consciously realized that I didn't have to be cold and uncomfortable, that there was a jacket right there that I could put on before coming back. So go me. I don't know why that hadn't occurred to me sooner, but hi. Okay, back to the project. Okay. I want to not do this and instead put it in my system, but it really is a less than 2-minute action. So I'm going to be good and just do it. I'm typing a minute. This is one of those projects. Hopefully, I will love the outcome. I could outsource it, sending emails and making phone calls and tracking little pieces of information. ADDers exist who suck at this less than me. I know they do. But oh, this is the worst. But I did it. Yay, go me. Mm. Is this current? do that either. But at least I'm not doing them right now.
Hi.
Hi. How's it coming?
It's good. I'm done. I realized that part of the reason that I was avoiding the project was I genuinely don't have that much brain to do so, but I did what I could. And I am done, and I'm not exhausted, which is good because I still have to do all of my business admin today. And it's 8.
But for the last time, right?
What for the last time?
So
Oh,
you're doing it this late.
that would be nice. We'll see. Check back next week. We'll find out.
Well, Celeste thanked us for all the focus and is heading out.
See you, Celeste. Thanks for being here.
I don't actually see timestamps, so I don't know when that was sent.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
Because I was plotting through my notes and adding things and doing something that was going to weigh on me, and I super didn't want to do it. I don't think I'm going to get to the other project today.
Yeah, probably not.
No, I would like to finish this one though.
Yeah.
That would be ideal. So, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and the information from my bookkeeper about the math on my potential income hours over under has just come in.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was not the timing I expected on that.
That was not the timing I told you to expect on it.
Okay.
So,
but it makes it feel less onerous if I in fact persuade you to alter them. Because they came back so fast.
Very much. So I'm going to capture that. And then I can discuss it with my business partner and my coach. Do you think it'll be hard?
Both of those people would love to discuss it with you.
I know. Do you think it'll be hard to get both of those people in the same meeting?
I mean, I know they and you have busy schedules, but I think we'll manage.
Yes. It's actually really good because I had wanted to have a conversation with you about like, okay, when I come back, I'd like to make it so that I can come back to what I really want, plus ensuring that the guild has me whenever it needs me. So yeah, I am excited about the stars aligning on that.
Nice.
So
nice.
I'm gonna head off. I hope that you can
Thanks.
continue with what.
Yeah, it's just gonna be me by my lonesome.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's okay. I'm not feeling that sad about it.
Okay.
I do want to get this done. And I can whine to whoever watches it later.
True.
I don't know that people watch the whole thing later on the regular, but I can see how many views. Let me get 10 or something.
Ooh, that's cool. Yeah, and one of the reasons I have to go is I need to go and take that sleeping pill now.
Oh, yes, you do. Your coach is so proud of you.
Uh-oh. I have an invasion coming up the stairs.
Pill, right. Then invasion. Go.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. Oh, I'm yawning. Excuse me. So I'm basically just rereading this phone call I had with the medical professional, like all the notes I took to make sure it's all captured. But it also is just like, oh, all the stuff I'm going to have to do. Oh, what's funny is I feel way more free and easy to talk because I'm like, oh, I'm not going to ruin anyone's concentration. That's funny. And Colleen has me mute. This was purely for Celeste. Okay. I think I'm wondering. I'm doing so many things to get ready for the first set of medical procedures, and it's not my only one. I need to start capturing tasks that are going to affect future ones so I don't have to plan it all over again from scratch. Oh, I never unpaused. Oops. Mm, mm. Hmm. Okay. I am pretty sure I'm not going to have the energy to put this into OmniFocus. It's only going to be all laid out in MindNode. Yeah, a lot of these are not actionable. They're just reference. This is running out, and I think I'm running out of energy. I'm sort of just staring, and I'm like not really adding anything, just looking at things, which, it's not bad to review notes from an appointment, but I really wish I could actually put it in OmniFocus. Maybe I could a little bit later, but that usually doesn't happen. Usually when I wrap up with this, I'm done for the day. Okay. Okay, I think I have the most crucial things. Okay. Yeah, I gotta wrap this up because I think I have passed my point of actual productivity. Well, thank you for joining us. Hopefully, if you watch this, you got something done, and if you didn't, I'm sorry. I don't know. I got nothing. Um, thank you for stopping by. Hopefully, you got some stuff done. I have. It's been pretty great. Of course, I've been doing this kind of stuff all day, which has also been great. And if you're here next week, then I'll see you.